Upgrade skills at base camp. Need base camp. Lawrence can't jump. She looks like she's either hurt her arm or she's cold. Hey Lawrence, go for a swim.
Miguel!
Could be useful.
The collapsing walkways, random scripted falls. Yeah, and it's one of those things too, the jumps where you're jumping from a like from in terms of game dev, you've got a like a jump point or a jump pad and a landing spot. So it's got nothing to do with game physics. It's just jump from this point and land at this other point. Versus the original ones, which were, you know, the character model jumps this distance. So you've actually got to make the jump. Do we still have our inventory? No.
I'll keep this for later.
Now the difference being when you don't have the scripted ones and you just have
Can
stuff
anyone hear
random,
me?
like have the stuff falling and breaking, you don't get to have as cool a sequence.
Anyone?
Sequences end up being pretty crap. But they do play more naturally. You're gonna be sarcastic about Lara hoarding wood in the middle of the...
Where are they? I have to find them.
I mean...
The Silver Crown Mountain. I'm getting closer. Someone's over there. I have to get to them.
Good one, Lawrence. That was a jump and a half. From a crouch.
Howlers.
She's just not fussed. Like, look at this. And she's just like, yep, just gonna run across. Monkey set off the flare.
A fire. Someone must be around. Hello?
Jonah! Miguel! Can you hear me? Where are you?
Parachute, right? It has to be Miguel.
I didn't know the storm would hit so hard. This is all my fault. I should have listened to Jonah, thought it through. I never should have taken that dagger. I hope no one else was hurt. No other village destroyed. I need to stop these cataclysms before it's too late.
Alright, what skills do we have? 4 skill points. Oh, wow. So how much is this have a build versus by the end of the game you've unlocked everything? Training in Seeker enhances Lara's exploration and observation abilities. Warrior increases her combat and weapon abilities, and Scavenger enhances her crafting and stealth skills. Choose a skill to learn, and then pick it. That probably didn't need to be explained. Okay, challenge. So the only ones we pick are the ones that are here. Okay, so... Survival instincts last for a longer period after Lara starts to move. Highlights enemies, resources, and objects in one with the jungle difficulty. I wonder what that does in the other difficulties. Reveal stuff that I want to see. That's almost a definite. Reveal challenge objects. That's also another definite. Okay. Grab enemy uses meat shield. Perform a stealth kill takedown without alerting nearby enemies. I took that in the last game, it didn't work. Is there an XP bonus one? Increase the amount of man-made crafting resources gathered. Pretty good. No increased experience. Reveal stuff and reveal more stuff. Are they solid because we already have them or because we can? I'm going to go with because we can. Alright, I'm going to want these ones. Going to see if I can take this one. You need to purchase adjacent to unlock. Okay. So the solid ones are the ones we can. The ones that aren't coloured in, we can't take yet. Reveal artifacts, monoliths, treasure chests, archivist maps, and explorer backpacks while using survival instincts. Reveal challenge objects while using survival instincts. Increasing the amount gathered is pretty good. Stealth kill without alerting nearbys. I'm pretty sure if you're standing right in front of them, though, they're going to see it, though, right? So there has to be a way that works. Does lead to the double stealth kill, which is pretty strong. So it's probably worth taking anyway. Being able to see the extra stuff is good because you get experience for doing the extra stuff.
Part of the plane landed here. My gear is in that cargo. I'll need to cut it down. Might be a sharp piece of scrap in that section of the wreck. I'll need a tool to open that.
Oh, what's that? Oh, it was a branch. Just the angle it was on, I thought it was something like some giant lizard on the side of the tree.
Maybe a piece of scrap from the wreck.
Yeah, I think crafting will be the next one. Oh. It's experience everywhere. Alright, Lawrence, stop mucking around. Is that a cappy? It is a cappy. Right. Which means the big fat one running around was a cap. What were you trying to achieve with that,
Damn it.
Lawrence? Like, was she... I mean, I'm sure there had to be some thought process there of why she wanted to turn the propeller. I don't know what that possibly could be. Oh. Where's my QTE? Is her knife stuck in the propeller? Oh, she wants a sharp bit of metal. Brutal, Lawrence. Oh, she wanted the blades for a personal helicopter backpack. Well, that's a worthy, That's definitely a worthy, thing. Let's go thing.
Good, but it's dull. I need to find something to sharpen it.
Collect salvage to sharpen the knife. Oh, dear God.
Exactly what I was looking for. Just need a bit more.
Cappy. Is he? Oh, little chubby.
Got everything I need. Should head back to camp.
Colin Furze knife belt. Remember the Colin Furze, the knife spinning machine? That was scary.
Needs to be sharper.
I'm not sharp enough yet. Handy improvised blade. Used to cut rope and stealthily take down enemies. Wow, she had a tiny little knife before. Now she's got a knifey spoony knife. That's not a knife.
That should be sharp enough.
It's got like a little latch spot on the side of it. I don't think she's well, maybe she's just hardening the I don't know. Probably not doing anything with the thing, just staying warm.
Something's still holding the supplies up.
Maybe the other rope. Can I knife the insect? No.
Yes! Now I can get my gear back.
That bow looks pretty cool.
Why didn't I pack all my equipment together?
Because you're an idiot. Out comes her bazookas.
Anyone?
That's not that type of stream,
Come in.
Crit.
Miguel? Where are you?
Damn!
I'm hanging in a tree. Oh man, could have shot Cappy in the butt. Wondering what I do with those hanging bags. I wonder if they're challenge things. They are hit for Oropendula nests. They are challenge things.
Miguel?
I don't like this.
Miguel? Where are you?
Oh no.
That's a lot of blood.
Miguel? Miguel?
I don't think Miguel or Jonah built the fire.
Miguel?
Stop yelling, Lawrence.
Every part of the world seems to have its own mythical, forest-dwelling bipedal creature. Around here, it's known as the Sisamite, the guardian of the forest. Described as large and ape-like, it's rumored to kill male humans on sight, but takes the females to its cave for mating purposes.
I mean... bipedal creature that kills males and takes the females to its caves for mating. It's not some creature, that's just a human, right? That's a lot of blood. Lawrence, you obviously didn't read that too loud. You're about to be taken to a cave for mating. Is that Miguel? Uh-oh. Ah, yes. Lawrence. Oh, that's one of the things we need to shoot down.
Holy shit.
I don't know if that was Miguel. But maybe. Maybe you did, Kizron.
Got to be careful here.
Damn it!
Wait, why are we following it? Like...
Yes! That's it! It's working!
That's my button. Oh! Bad kitty! Yeah, but there's another one. Lawrence, there's another one. Get up. Now stab it in the neck. Hold left bumper and tap A. I mean, I don't know if I needed to, but... What the crap was that? What was wrong with that jaguar? Like, why didn't it not, or leopard or whatever it was? Were we not good enough to to eat? Like, he sniffed us. He actually sniffed us like, oh, you stink. Maybe the puddle we landed wasn't dirt, but monkey excrements. Thinking start of some Jaguar plot point? I think so.
That's part of the wreckage.
Jonah!
Lawrence, shut up, Lawrence. What happens when we run out of... Well, this is the last one. Speed run? No. It just means we have an extra day of the week to try and play good enough games to get people to come watch me play so I don't have to go back to work. Jack's journal.
6th of June.
I don't like how it doesn't
Father's
automatically
outward
open these
enthusiasm is at an
anymore.
all-time high, though I have doubts. In the middle of the night, I have caught the whites of his eyes reflecting moonlight, his stare vacantly locked to the stars. Were it not for all the stories he has shared of the Amazon in the past, I would mistake his gaze as regretful, even mournful. Perhaps it is simply these insects making their way through our head nets causing him such consternation.
You know, like you can't find them in order? Huh, is that on you or is that on the game? I wonder if it's an option to make it automatically open. Oh, repeated button pressing or hold button pressing? Ooh. Stardew Valley Tuesdays. I mean, possibly could. No, don't open a survival guide, open to map. The whole concept seemed meh. I don't think the whole game concept is like the relationship side of it's only one part. There's like a whole craft and build section. Like you got to craft weapons to go do the fighting cave while farming, and you can do quest farming as well. Graveyard Keeper. Yeah, Graveyard Keeper is good as well. Does Graveyard Keeper, did it have the relationship stuff? Oh, pickaxe. Trusty pickaxe.
I thought I got you killed.
Hey, do you know what happened to Miguel?
He didn't make it.
Yep, Jaguars was Miguel.
What's wrong with your arm?
Some sort of parasite. I was looking for some wormwood, but it doesn't grow around here.
Let me see.
Oh, hey, what are you doing?
If we leave it in there, it'll only get worse. Sit.
She's just gonna cut it out.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Nope.
I had something similar happen to me when I was a child in Egypt. I won't lie, it's gonna hurt.
You think that storm from earlier was the storm? The one from the mural?
I don't know.
I think maybe we should stop and take stock. We've been pushing so hard forward, flying into that storm.
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Well, I should have insisted we turn back. I mean, I get it. You lock onto a problem and everything else just disappears.
Jonah.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm with you.
You know what they
my
all have in
choice
common, Kizron?
most of the time. But if we die, who stops the cataclysms? Who keeps Trinity from doing what they want?
Sometimes I feel like I have to keep going, and if I don't, then I'll just.
Yeah,
let
Jonah's
everyone
definitely
down.
got some sort of islander in him.
But
I probably wouldn't go
maybe for the
marry,
sake of a
maybe
few hours,
like
we
Simone.
could have turned back.
Oh,
Maybe we should give him a name.
Okay.
Eli? No, my cousin. He's always trying to get under my skin.
Goodbye, Eli.
Thanks.
We should go. If we can find Kawak Yaku, we can rest for the night.
Sounds good.
the big thing they have in common, especially in
I think
terms
we
of
can
streaming,
see the
is
village
that
through the vines over there.
you can play them,
I'm glad you
Every
stayed
day.
at the crash site.
and
Well, if
anyone
you were
who's a
out there,
fan
I
of
wanted
that
you to be
game
able to
can
find
come
me.
in and watch you and know what you're
Flag them,
doing
So,
every
Yeah,
day.
I think Miguel was heading toward it when.
poor guy.
How'd you
Yeah,
manage
it's
to get
replayable-
Eli in
they're
your arm
replayable.
anyway?
I
Like, the
was trying to
content is
figure out if the
replayable.
water was clean. Got my answer. Do you really believe in all that stuff that you said about the cataclysms, the apocalypse?
I believe that if it is true, it's important enough to die for, or for Trinity to kill for.
So this is really about revenge.
No. When I took the key, I also felt a power pulling me toward something. It's real.
So there's lots of different games that'll fall into that category. Obviously, roguish games,
If you felt a power,
the strategy stuff come to
when you
mind
took
for.
the key, is it in
for
your
us.
head now?
No. It left me when Dominguez took the key.
If it's that strong, how can you be sure?
Let's just find Kawak Yaku, okay?
Okay.
So roguelikes that
You know, if it was about revenge, I'd understand.
Would you, though? Wouldn't you rather be somewhere warm and dry with a beer, maybe a friendly stranger to flirt with?
Yeah, I would. Like you can imagine.
Jonah's trying to get out of the friend
But
zone.
I'd still understand.
It's not revenge.
So true roguish games, FTL, Slay the Spire. I'm not counting unlocking cards as meta progression, right? Because that's dumb. or like they're truly repeatable. You can show up at any stage, and if you play the game or just some people just follow some of the roguish games, but if you're someone who plays it and gets into it, it's there. It's always going to be repeatable. Sports games have that in common as well. PvP games do. That's why you get the FPS games like the Battle Royales or Counter-Strike stuff, MOBAs like League of Legends and Dota. Right. Viewers can drop in and drop out. MMOs get it because like the new content gets the players, and it also gets other people that are playing that MMO. Well, most of the time the Twitch viewers are people that play that game. And the content, like doing like in World of Warcraft or any other MMO, you're doing your dailies, your weeklies, and stuff that people know what's going on. With story games like this, they're good for you guys that have played it or you like hanging out and watching the story. But let's say I was playing this from start to finish. It wasn't a Tomb Raider Tuesday thing, and I played. You have to go today, and you miss the rest of the day tomorrow, and you get here Thursday at the start. You don't really know what's going on if you haven't seen it. So even with brand new games like this, it can be harder to get people in because, spoilers as well. Okay, we're good for camp.
It's such a relief to have Jonah back, especially after Miguel.
Well, it's a story game as well.
Ask what happened.
So it'll pique people's interest when...
I don't want him to worry.
Shut up, Lawrence. I'm talking to chat.
We have to stay sharp if we're going to get ahead of Trinity.
Yeah, so the people that are hanging out here are mostly just hanging out either because they just want to chat and, be doing stuff and have me in the background, or they really like Tomb Raider and me, hopefully, and they want to see my experience through it. Occasionally someone new will come through and be like, oh, Tomb Raider, cool. Sit for a bit. They may or may not stay, but it's unlikely. I wasn't a fan. First name, surname. It's also a strategy game, and I'm going to try to push Phoenix Point because I want to, but I think also tactics games do well because they're replayable as a campaign, kind of. Meta progression is painful to take the grail. Yeah. So a different game, you get the roguelike games that, like Loop Hero, right? It's got a roguish game loop, but it's a campaign. You're actually pushing, it's not it is kind of like meta progression, but it's really just campaign progression, right? The campaign meta, if you want to get really into it, but no point. I like that sort of stuff because you're actually progressing from chapter 1, and your campaign progression then helps you push into chapter 2 to push into chapter 3 and 4. It's really cool. It's the same as like with Darkest Dungeon. You've got your campaign progression which pushes you into the harder dungeons and then towards the final dungeon. Okay, what do we have for Lawrence that is... Do we want better weapons? Charge shots. Visual assistance when aiming at an enemy's head. I mean, I do like that one. It's kind of... You don't need to... Or we look at more... Oh, double stealth. Double stealth takedown. Oh, it needs 2. I only have 1. Okay, we'll level up later. Now, do we get multiple bows or do we have Frankenbow? I'm assuming that's fast travel. Okay. You get multiple and can upgrade all. I hate the multiple bows. That's right. So I've got no problem with playing a game and getting good at it. I'm willing to sacrifice time, like off-stream time, to get good at a game. Right? I'd even, to keep things going and improving, I'd even continually sacrifice that on a weekly basis if it meant, keep growing Twitch, right? But it's just finding the right one. And it's weird, like if there was a...
We can get through here. Give me a hand.
I'd probably even go back to Slay the Spire for the third time and sell my soul to do that if it meant actually staying on Twitch. I mean, I'd hate the game playing point of view.
See that?
So
It must be Kwak Yaku. We have to
but
get down
I like
there.
hanging out with everyone. The long dark survival community? Not really. I don't know how often I could fight bears.
You sure this is a path?
Come on.
He's like, I
close
don't
to
think
me.
this is a path.
This is definitely not a path.
It's not a path. I agree with you, dude.
Oh, oh God.
Almost there.
Almost there. Heard that before.
The community's pretty cool.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
bet. I like survival
Right.
games can be pretty good.
I'm okay. Just a couple more steps.
Okay.
You're all right.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh. Sheer Rockcliffe, easier for the 100-pound girl than the 250-pound islander. See, that doesn't make any logical sense.
What do you think built all this?
It could have been the Inca. They knew a lot about hydraulics.
The bridge is down. Maybe we could lift it with those counterweights.
Maybe.
I hope that this structure is here because we're on our way to that village.
Me too. Can't quite make the dialect out.
Lawrence, dummy. Yeah, I've been watching Dolphin play a bit of Terraria. So the other option is like you get something like Terraria, right? But you get other games that people in that watch Terraria
This one
also
is
watch,
drinkable.
that are all very similar.
You want to try it?
I think I'll stick to the bottles you found in the cargo from the plane.
And it's where some of the strategy games we played worked. Like, it's one of the reasons why when I picked up Monster Train, my channel picked back up again and went from, well, this sort of viewership back up to well over
If I
100.
had known how much time I'd spend in the wilderness,
It had nothing to do with my capabilities
I'd
at
have
Monster
paid
Train.
more attention in
It's because
Boy
people
Scouts.
that watch me play Slay the
Wasn't your
Spires like,
thing?
oh, Panz.
Well,
I mean, they were like,
family
I'm interested in Monster
situation
Train.
meant we didn't get
Panz
to
is
do a
playing
lot of
Monster
stuff
Train right
like
now.
that.
I'm in. You know. So if another good strategy game came out and like Jobs was playing it, Celerity and Dolphin and Filthy and insert a whole bunch of other good strategy streamers, and I played it at my time spot,
What about you?
I've got a good chance of
Ever
picking
do
up a whole
Girl
bunch of
Scouts or
people that
nature camp as a
watch me
kid?
play Spire and watch me play
Does
Monster Train.
boarding school count?
I don't know. Does it?
Probably not. But Roth showed me some things. I always preferred the company of adults anyway.
Yeah. I'll miss that guy.
Me too.
The downside with the strategy thing is, as I explained, Pan's dum-dum. I'm a good strategy streamer, Thank you. I like to think I am, but it came at a pretty high off-stream cost.
With Eli gone, your arm should heal quickly.
Yeah. I feel a lot better already.
And the problem with the Monster Train one was that, well, one, it jumped the shark with the Act 4 and all the other stuff, but also its popularity dwindled. Crit never liked Monster Train from the start. There you go. This puzzle looks really good. And then we take Spire, right? I've got almost 3,000 hours in Spire. Now, I know there are players that have more. But it kind of took turns in certain directions where I was like, I'm not... Like, I went from really enjoying it for a long period of time to being like, okay, now don't know if I'm enjoying it, and now I'm not enjoying it. And if it had just been me on that one, I would have been like, that's me. I've got to work on that. But there was a lot of other people that, I look up to in strategy games. I'm like, okay, they feel exactly the same way about it that I do, so I'm not just being an arsehat about it. Off-stream cost sounds bad, like it would get in the way of future release of a Panzer run. Well, no, it actually speeds up the process of a future release of... Oh, you mean of the game. I thought you meant of me playing Shadowrun. Okay, let's see what this one does. Oops. But yeah, so me actually releasing anything on my own, it would be a delay in that.
Hey, that did something. I think the water powers the bridge somehow.
Hey Pop, how you doing today, man?
Need to get the water flowing to the bucket.
Where is the bucket?
It's too heavy. Give me a hand.
The water's filling the bucket.
Good. Let's see what those counterweights do.
Ugh, the bucket's leaking.
No, Jonah, Jonah let go. Maybe he wasn't strong enough by himself.
I can't hold it much longer.
I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge.
Hurry! I can't hold this much longer.
Need to get the water flowing to the bucket.
Okay. I wonder if I fix the bucket. Terraria. We could look at Terraria. So then the other key then, if that's something to look at, would be what are other games that other Terraria viewers watch when they're not, How do I lock that into something here? Because that definitely... RimWorld, Don't Starve. I never really got into Don't Starve because there was no deal with it. Raft. I'm definitely going to play Raft when it's finished. Can I write it back up? Oh, maybe. No, deal with it? What do you mean deal with it? What? Oh, okay. It's just game mechanics. So it's when I was playing Don't Starve, it was an interactive toy, not an actual game. I think technically, no, I don't think we can get into it. It's got Maxwell's hidden door now, I think. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's there. Cool, I solved the puzzle. Do I think there could be value in streaming Raft while it's being worked on? Maybe. So that would be a reason to play something through multiple times, would be because then you can do stuff every content, right? They made a proper set of objectives for it when it's fully released. Don't starve.
Okay, Jonah, you can let go.
That's it. Let's get across.
That's amazing, that little... I wonder if that actually worked. Like, you have to find the door, don't you? And then you go through that. I remember when I was doing that, I was finding the door, and it got really tough. And people were like, oh, don't do the door, just play the game. And I'm like, but what for? And they're like, to have fun. I'm like, I have fun by finishing games. I was hoping Last Epoch would as well. And I'd like to play it more, but, you know, it's one of those pick your communities. If I was gonna do more Last Epoch, I'd need to be trying to, I don't know, do things with like other ISO slashes like Path of Exile and maybe Wolson or what was that other one? There's another one. I can't think of them right now.
Guess we go through here.
After you.
I think Last Epoch will get bigger when the multiplayer gets released. Yeah, and the issue I have with it at the moment,
What's that?
the endgame grind, which I normally like, it just doesn't go anywhere.
I think it's some sort of stealer or... Help me with this.
Sure. What is it?
It's a recipe. Seems to be a mixture of herbs. It could help if we run into any more jaguars.
Let's hope we don't. Way out is over here.
To you at least, games like Last Epoch PO are much more fun to play than to watch. Yeah, so what... Eye of the Eagle. What happens with those is it's people that do play that game. They'll play while the streamer they watch is playing as well. So they're not really watching. They're there hanging out. Hold LB, tap Y to use Perception Herbal Mixture. Perception allows Lara to sense animals and natural resources through the environment. Do I have a limited amount of it? Does it last very long? I don't know.
We're getting closer to the village.
I can't wait to get back to civilization.
Okay, so I took that herb, and it's still working with this stuff.
These are different from the ruins in Mexico.
Oh, it's worn off now.
Do your dad's notebook say anything about Peru?
No. I mean, there is supposed to be a secret city of gold in Peru. Paititi. Every treasure hunter on Earth is looking for it. But Dad's notes stop in Mexico. Like he lost interest or...
Or?
I don't know. The next volume picks up in Syria.
But yeah, with games like Last Epoch and Path of Exile, Walson, and what's the other one I'm thinking of, Crit? Obviously Diablo, but not Diablo.
To the silver-crowned mountain where the twins confer.
How far do you think it is to Kwakyaku?
Assuming we're going the right way.
Grim Dawn, yeah,
Hard to
thank
say,
you.
but the irrigation system is a good sign.
Right.
Why can't I
People were here at
use
some
this?
point. Let's just hope they still are.
People that play one are likely to, and people that watch one are likely to watch another one to check it out. So it's the same as if I was playing Slay the Spire and Monster Train and other roguish games. You can kind of bounce between those to avoid boredom a little bit. I've got the 2 points for taking the double stealth kill. Nice. Upgrades available. Wow, this is weird. Thin wrapped hide around the bow, decreased finger tension, allowing for additional hold time. Faster draw speed. How do I get that one? Higher arrow speed, more damage. I think that's what I want to go for, is more damage, right? So I need to get some more hides. But I think the I mean, there are people that watch almost all the games I play. And I'm not going to get every viewer like that, right? But obviously the way to get more viewers that watch more of the games is to have more viewers at some point. It's why, like, when Monster Train came out, it was good that I did go play it. Well, one, it meant I streamed this year. I wasn't going to. We didn't end up having a this year's Monster Train, though. I think we went, like, 3... when was Thingy? I don't know. Like, I mean, like, we didn't have a new something that really did well as a as a roguish game this year. Guess we're moving on, Jonah. I'm coming back to that campfire the second we get a Oh, I'm going back to the campfire right now. Douche. That's more of a thwack. When do we think the next Bloons update is? I didn't play much Bloons on the last update. Damage. Let's take it. Stronger limb and bow construction allows for increased string tension, delivering higher arrow speed and more damage. Ooh. Oh, I have that. Even more damage. You saw a YouTube video titled 2 days ago that said T6 towers are coming. We couldn't watch it because of work. Oh, wow. Yeah.
I think we can get out that way.
You do? Good.
Jonah, help me with this. On 3, 2, 1.
Don't drop it on me. Oh man, that's gotta hurt.
Come on! Laura! Use the flare gun!
Why didn't you just shoot it, Jonah?
No! I can't. Oh God! I can't. Laura!
Is this a chase it?
Shit! No!
In the neck, Lawrence.
Laura! Laura, are you okay?
Why can't I loot it?
Are you okay?
Help me with this.
I'm pretty sure when it pounced on her the first time and had claws in its back,
Your back
she
looks
dies.
I'm gonna go make camp.
He's like, your back looks bad. Do you want me to tend to your wound? And she's like, Jonah, I'm not taking my shirt off in front of you. He's like, okay. We are going to make it into a sleeping bag.
Let me take a look at that. It's not pretty. You know, with everything we've been through recently, I've been thinking about my brother. I always tried to protect him. From my father. From himself. But I lost him.
He's washing her shirt.
You did everything you could.
If I had been in the right place, at the right time, he would still be here. If I had eyes in the back of my head.
You can't protect everyone. Thank you.
I miss him.
I know. My parents. I miss them too. I had a dream about my mother recently.
Yeah?
It was so vivid. When I was little, my father used to keep things from me. Hide things. About her, especially.
Why would he do that?
After she died, he thought they'd cause me pain. It didn't stop me from looking for them, of course. I still have so many questions.
Your dad created as many mysteries as he solved.
Dominguez said that he would use the silver box of Ishel to remake the world. If you had that power, what would you do?
Panic, probably.
You wouldn't go back to when your brother was alive and be with him again.
And lose everything else? No way. I like this world. It's not perfect. But everything I love now is in it.
Wait, I think Lara's making a leopard skin swimsuit. I could be okay with this.
To claim her treasure, the adventurer Lara Croft
Yes? Line?
must outwit the king, reach the forbidden tomb, and solve the mystery of the White Queen. The way will be fraught with trials. The adventurer should not dally any longer. In a minute, Dad!
Brave
High
adventurer.
walls of the castle beckon, taunting. Strange beasts cross our hero's path. Hard to tell if they're bloodthirsty.
Wait, there's collectibles here? Oh man, we're gonna be here forever.
Now for the real treasure in the Forbidden Tomb.
You cannot imagine little Lara not throwing a tantrum when asked to wear a skirt.
No, my interest is
No, school uniforms, though.
Yes?
Our hero must be quiet
No, my
to
interest is
avoid
in the work.
alerting the king.
Any publicity?
Because that's
Yes,
a
I'm
that's a
aware.
school skirt.
Well, I see.
What does Lara have to do with any of this? She's in her room doing her homework.
She hasn't much time. The King's Guard will never expect Croft to climb the castle.
But otherwise, probably.
The castle tower is taller than she thought.
Why didn't I get a map? I need more things. Oh,
Our hero continues climbing, looking for another way in.
like, I could totally see this happening back in the day,
Our hero
right?
spies another entrance.
Alright, we've got like, what do we go? 10-year-old Lara on the outside of Croft Manor. Yeah, what, 4 or 5 stories up in the air?
Shoo! Go on!
And I can see Dad being like, what are you doing? She's like climbing into the house from the
Young
outside. He'd be
Lara
like, okay.
confronts the extraordinary height
Carry on.
and danger and pushes it from her mind. Almost there. She recovers her footing and her goal. Now, onward to the Forbidden Tomb. These parapets are damaged. She'll have to squeeze through. Ugh. She's so close, she can almost touch it, but an invisible force field stands in her way. There must be another entrance. Our fearless adventurer has reached the summit.
Oh, there's a way in.
At last, she spots a way in below. She will have to be careful. Why do I do these stupid things?
Because you want to get caught playing outside.
Croft chuckles at her audacity. She's close now.
She's like, I'm alright. I was hoping for a collectible.
At last, she enters the Forbidden Tomb. Wow. By night, the great bat stole the queen at 30 north and 90 east. From her pen, she wrote her heart. With light, unlock her love's release. I wonder if the White Queen is lonely. The coordinates might have something to do with the glow. A quotation from Chaucer. What is better than wisdom? Woman. What is better than a good woman? Nothing.
Geoffrey Chaucer was a bit of a suck-up.
The head of King David. From a shepherd to a king. Imagine that. The cup of St. John. The apostle had been given a chalice of poisoned wine, but after his blessing, the poison transformed into a snake, and he drank the wine unharmed.
What did he do with the snake?
This is an old game. 2 shields and a white crown. Could that be the White Queen? The coordinates might have something to do with the globe. A Byzantine scroll. Justice is the constant and perpetual wish to render everyone his due. Emperor Justinian. This is Egyptian, an evil eye box. The contents were meant to help sustain and provide for people in the afterlife. Mid-14th century barding. Germanic, I think. I can't imagine how heavy those bardings were. Those poor horses. The king and the White Queen. There's something in the shields. I bet the poor thing could hardly see out of that chanfron.
What did she say? 30 north, 90 east.
With light, unlock her love's release. It worked.
Where's the... missing a piece.
Croft has entered the forbidden mezzanine. A Yatiri, a South American healer. No matter where you stand, these masks seem to stare at you. Need to find the White Queen. Need to find the White Queen. This is from Colombia. I haven't seen some of these artifacts before. Need to find the White Queen. The great bat's wings unfurl.
Mm-hmm. Ah. I still don't have the queen piece, though. I think we definitely put the shield guys there, but we need the queen one to be on here. Unless it comes from behind that one. Alright, let's see what happens if we do that.
The knight's shield reflects the light beam.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Lawrence.
There she is! The White Queen. Trapped. I have to help her.
Now we close this, right?
Now I can free her. With light, unlock her love's release. Amazing. This is an old game. 2 shields and a white crown. Could that be the White Queen?
It was.
Her heart pounding, our hero crosses the threshold into the unknown. These are Mum's things.
That's Mum's painting, but she's only got 3 red squares on it. Where's the 4th red square?
The path was dark and is guarded by bats, said the Red Knight. The White Queen regarded him with a curious smile and said,
Bats! I'm not afraid of bats. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me about this.
You and me are riding a T-Rex in Egypt.
Where's Daddy?
At work.
Oh.
Yes, how many times have I heard you that you're going to be back in 1 month?
Amelia, this is very, very important. I cannot abandon my responsibilities just on the verge.
You are always on the verge. Your obsession is destroying this family.
Obsession. I'm upset.
You are missing your daughter's childhood because you're always in some tomb on the other side of the world. Why can't you be happy with what you have?
like you don't have to deal with it.
Dad?
Please, for goodness sake, you've got to understand. This is probably the most important one I've arrived at. Well, okay, what do? I have to...
Dad? Dad! Dad! Come on. Please, Dad. Wake up. Dad. Don't leave me.
It's dark. Yeah, well, we knew he committed suicide, but I didn't think it was like that.
Morning.
The way he said morning just then, it's like my first thought, man, that was a great day for fishing, ain't it?
So, Silver Crown Mountain?
Yeah.
I wonder what the jungle has in store for us today.
Whatever it is, we'll handle it.
Hey, it can't be worse than yesterday, right?
Vest of the Empress Jaguar. This vest was made from the hide of an Empress Jaguar who nearly killed me. Dark hide provides concealment from enemies. Benefits. Enemies take longer to detect and identify Lara as a threat. Benefits to lower body? None. Boots. Oh, if I'm wearing those boots, I get this benefit. If that one, none. None. Reduce noise from Lara. Yeah. Okay. Find Kwakyaku.